and welcome to day 19 of the Vegan Weight Watchers Challenge. So I am just pulling into the parking lot at work, and I did not do any cooking of any sort this evening. I would like to make a recipe in the morning. So let's see. I am just doing leftovers yet again because we still have leftovers yet again. But that's totally cool because I have lots and lots of leftovers to eat and they're all good. So I'm really excited about that. I have a bowl of stuffed pepper soup, which I am going to go out on a limb and say is probably about 10 points. And the reason for that, I think that I will just park right over here. There's like not really any parking, so we'll just park over here. The reason that it has, I believe, 10 points is because there's about 2 cups worth of soup in there. And if it had, well, maybe it's got like 8. That would probably be a better way to look at it. So, oh shoot, there's a tree behind me. Well, that's exciting. So, let's just finish this for a real quick second. So, 10 points because there's oat groats in it. And so it's got a good 2 cups in it, but it's got lots and lots of vegetables. But I still think it's probably close to 2 points. Or 10 points, sorry. So I've got that, and I also have a massive salad. So my husband made me my container full of salad, which I haven't done in a long, long time. And it has, besides lettuce, obviously, there's a container with tomatoes and pickles in it. There's cucumbers and peppers and corn and scallions. That's it. I told him not to put on any pistachios and not to put on any avocado. And so I'm having a 0-point salad, which I'm super excited about. So I'm having salad tonight. I brought a Diet Pepsi with me, just a can of Diet Pepsi. And I don't have, oh, and then I picked up at the store, I needed to get some creamer for my tea. So that'll be 6 points. But I needed to get that, and when I was walking by in the fruit aisle, I decided, you know what sounds really good? Some peaches. So I got little cups of diced peaches that have no sugar added. It's just a peach and nothing but a peach. So I'm going to go ahead and eat those. So I'm very excited about that. So yeah, that's it for me for now. I can't think of anything else exciting to tell you. In the morning, I have a soup recipe that I would like to make for you guys. And I have every guess that it's going to be phenomenal, like amazingly tasty. I'm almost 100% certain. I could be totally wrong, but I think it's going to be good based on the ingredients. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that with you guys in the morning. And that's all I have for tonight, so I will talk to you again then. Alright guys, so I am home and I am going to make a butternut squash soup. So I've been wanting to make this for a while now. I have a butternut squash on the counter over there, but I'm just feeling too lazy to cook that bugger. So I'm going to use frozen butternut squash. So Costco and I'm sure other stores have bags of frozen butternut squash, and the recipe calls for 12 ounces. This is a 16-ounce 1-pound package. I'm just going to use this and I don't think it's going to be a problem. So 1 package of this, I'm not going to microwave it first. I'm just going to open it up and put it directly into my pot. You also need 1/2 cup of onion chopped, not 1/2 cup, 1/2 of an onion chopped. Says 1/2 of a small apple peel. I'm actually just going to use applesauce because I'm being really lazy about this. And it's 4 cups of broth, so I'm just going to put some better than bouillon, no chicken base in there. So basically, there's a lot of different recipes for butternut squash soup, and I am specifically making the one that's on the Weight Watchers website in terms of what their idea is. So it says that there's no carbs in, or excuse me, points. I always want to call it carbs. Not at all. No points in this recipe. However, I know for sure that there's 1 point from my bouillon, so in the whole thing there's going to be 1 point. But what I'm going to do is take 4 cups of water that I've already measured out. I'm going to break this apart and cut it open. Put that in there. Put the onion, which I did not chop very finely because you're going to blend it. I don't see any reason to chop something finely if you're going to blend it. I'm going to say about 1/2 cup of applesauce would be approximately 1/2 of an apple. That should be sufficient. And it's 1 tablespoon is 3 cups. So I'm actually just going to make a heaping tablespoon rather than worrying about 1 tablespoon. That's not going to come off of there very well, but it will once it's hot. So the recipe says to cook this together for 10 minutes and then to blend it. And after you've cooked this, you then want to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper and 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. And it also said to add some salt Not an issue. Don't need to add salt when you've got better than bouillon for something. So that's what I'm gonna go do, and then I'll be back with you guys in just a little bit to let you know how it tastes. I was hesitant to make this particular version of it because Dr. Furman also has a butternut squash soup recipe that looks amazing, but it has things like soy milk in it, and which is fine, and cashews and hemp seeds and like all this really high, healthy for you stuff that's high in fat. Which would be lots and lots of points. So I wanted this to have like no points, 1 point from the bouillon, but be more of a Weight Watchers meal. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go get this cooked up. It's supposed to cook for 10 minutes, and then blend it, and then add your seasonings, and then I will be back to tell you whether or not this is a good recipe to try, or whether maybe we should have gone with something a little bit more exotic. So I will be back in just a little bit. Alrighty guys, so the soup is made. It smells kind of funky, not in a bad way, but kind of a little bit. Anyways, that's what it looks like. It's very, very, very smooth. It's not very chunky at all, which that's totally fine. I have the black pepper in there and the nutmeg in there. I also put some little scallions on top because I thought that would be good. So I'm gonna try it and let you know whether this is something you should try or whether we should have gone with something a little bit better with like maybe some cashews or something. No, actually that's quite good. So that tastes good. That tastes good. Tastes like butternut squash. So seeing as that whole entire bowl, pot on the stove has 1 point in it, figure you could probably have some crackers or some bread or something with it if you wanted to. I'm going to have some of these crackers. 15 of them is a serving size. I've already eaten 3, and that is for 5 points. So I actually will have had 22 points total today, so that's very good. That's it for me. I will see you again tonight.